All right, I am back with Dark Souls Remastered. And so now it's time to explore New Londo Ruins. That's where I'm going now. Last time I had resurrected Anastasia, so she can talk now. And in this case, you definitely want to send the elevator back up after you. Not the easiest area to deal with. And there's the guy in Firelink Shrine, the first person you meet in Firelink Shrine. He's gone hollow. So now he's attacking. Now, as should be pretty obvious, the entire city is flooded, and it was flooded intentionally. And we'll get into why that is in a bit. So I got a transient curse. This is a consumable item that will temporarily allow you to damage the ghost in this area. Other than using a transient curse, the only other way to damage them is to use a cursed weapon, and those are very few and far between, quite hard to come by. And one of them, the Cursed Sword of Artorias, I simply don't have the build for. So that's just not an option at all for me. I believe I can get a Firekeeper soul here. I don't know if I got it already. Okay, I guess not. Yes, Firekeeper soul. Yeah. All right, so now I can actually damage these ghosts. Cool. I don't know how long these things last for, so I have to be quick. Nice. Good thing I have a weapon with some range on it. Because these guys have range. Yeah, I thought he was going to trap me there. Yeah, I know to expect ambushes in these games. This elevator will be useful later. Can't use it right now. All right. And these guys like to hide inside the walls, so you kind of want to watch out for that. Nice. Okay, I can always use some more of those. And yeah, they can attack through the ceilings and floors, so I don't want to go underneath that one. And in fact, because they can attack through the floor, I'm going to get the ones hiding under here first. There, that should clear the way for me. And it helps to keep the transient curse on your quick select, because when it turns solid, you know that your existing one wears off. Because otherwise, there's not really much of an indicator. All right, you gotta be very careful in this area. This room is hard. They're coming from all directions. Yeah, this halberd is really helpful. All right. Surely that's not all of them. I'm pretty sure there's more around here. I think one of them even hides. Yep. Get down here. Am I safe? Ah, there we go.
Well, this is a surprise. You get few visitors.
Yeah, you're of course not going to get visitors here.
The Lord Vessel. Very impressive. I know exactly what your intentions are. You seek the four kings whom I guard over. This
Yep.
is the key to the seals. The four kings slumber in the deepest chamber of the rooms. Use this key to break the seals and open the floodgates. Oh, and do not forget, the dark wraiths reside in a dark void called the Abyss. But the Abyss is no place for ordinary mortals. Although, long ago, the knight Artorius traversed the Abyss. If you can find him and learn from him, the Abyss may prove surmountable. Hello there, the key to the...
So he can break curses, and of course he's in a pretty inaccessible area. It's hard to get to him, but if I defeat the four kings and then return here to talk to him, he'll move to Firelink Shrine. So it's pretty inconvenient, but it's one way to do that without stocking up on purging stones. And my transient curse wore off, but maybe I won't need any more. We'll see. The thing he gave me is the key to the seal. Key to the floodgates of New Londo, which seal away the four kings who fell to dark. The sealers fled at New Londo to banish the dark race and the four kings. The agonizing decision was made with the realization that countless lives and the robust culture of the city would be lost. The victims now roam the ruins as ghosts. So the gods were so afraid of the dark and the abyss that they flooded this entire city because of the dark wraiths and the four kings. So yeah, that was quite a drastic course of action. Oh, no, no. I'm on the staircase. I'm on the staircase. No. All right, forget it. I'm just gonna... Oh, they stopped chasing me now? Best to be safe here. Nice. And yeah, I'm not sure what's over here, but let's check it out. Okay. There'll be a part in this game where that ring could be useful. But now how do I get down safely? Well, that's one way, I guess. So yeah, Dark Souls becomes a horror game at this part. Alright, now we can drain the floodwater. Alright, the city is no longer as flooded as it was. So now it's time to clear the rest of the way to the Four Kings and grab an item, and then I'll just make a run for it. And as you may notice, this opens up into the Valley of the Drakes. And these are the Dark Wraiths. They have this attack that can steal humanity. So if you have humanity, like soft humanity, they'll absorb it. But it's possible through joining the Dark Wraith Covenant to learn the ability to do the same thing. So in like PvP, you can steal other players' humanity. I guess I still need to upgrade my Estus flask because I got that Firekeeper soul. Come on. I know there's more of them here. like this guy. And I don't think that's all of them. This one doesn't respawn, which is nice. There's 2 of these guys down here. And fortunately, once you defeat them, you only have to do it once. All right. And that's part of my process for clearing the way, is getting rid of these guys. And there's an ember up here I can grab. Oh. Oh, no. Okay. Jump controls in this game are so weird. There we go. Very large ember. I believe that'll let me upgrade normal weapons to plus 15. So yeah, definitely worth getting that ember if you're going to be using normal weapons. But my weapon is a special weapon, so it only goes up to plus 5. Easy. And yeah, as you can see, there's something behind this wall. So it's an illusory wall. That takes me back there. All right, so goal here is to defeat the blob enemy, so I don't have to worry about him respawning. And I'll probably need to get rid of some ghosts in a bit. Cool. All right. So the way forward is clear. So now let me go back to Firelink and upgrade my Estus flask. And I can just run there with almost full Estus. All right. Nice. All right, it's boss time. And there's actually a shortcut I can take to get to the boss. Don't have to go through all those ghosts anymore. All right, let's send this back up. Because even though, I mean, the boss can be a little bit tricky. Four Kings, it's a very DPS dependent fight. And depth perception on there is kind of weird. So, best be safe. I'm just going to run past these ghosts. And if I come over here, I can... There's a little bit of fall damage, but it's not too bad. All right. Ooh, okay. Oh, you know what? Before I forget, let me equip this ring. This, yeah, Covenant of Artorias. Oops, it's actually needed in order to enter the Abyss. Otherwise, it's like instant death. Yeah, nice try. Yep. Yeah, they can kind of fit you through the walls. All right. So, you really want to be fast with this boss fight because it's four kings, but technically if you take too long, there's a fifth one appears. But the kings start appearing after a little bit of time has passed. So you want to be fast, otherwise you're going to be fighting more of them, like multiple of them at once, and that's not fun. All right, here we go. And yeah, since it's so dark in here, there's basically no depth perception, so it's very hard to tell when you're close enough to attack. Oh, okay, I'm not doing that much damage here. Well, that's it for Great Combustion. All right, you can still damage them as they're dying to damage that shared health bar. So it's worth just spamming an attack as they're dying. And you want to stay close until they start to do a magic explosion attack, and then you want to quickly back up. And I'm just doing pure DPS here. Up. Okay. Pretty good so far. Although this Pyromancy is not doing as much as I thought it was going to do, so I'm going to switch to melee. Ooh, okay, the closer you are, typically the safer you are, except for the magic attack. All right, yeah, Pyromancy is the way to go, because I can cast it faster. And they do have a grab attack. Ah, that's the grab attack. It does quite a bit of damage. Yeah. Heal. Again, really? All right, just one more hit on this guy. I'd rather, do this before his... There we go. All right, fourth king. I wish I knew what the tell was for that grab attack. But either way, this is almost done. Nice. It helps if you have better armor for this fight, like Havel's full set. But because of my lower endurance, I just have the Havel legs equipped. And yeah, now if I were up at Firelink Shrine, I could use Frompt to set the Lord Vessel, but I'm going to take a different path and talk to this guy, a different serpent. His name is Koth, and I'll set the Lord Vessel with him to choose a different path here.
Primordial serpent, Darkstalker Koth, I can guide thee and illuminate the truth. The truth I shall share without sentiment. After the advent of fire, the ancient lords found the three souls, but your progenitor found a fourth, unique soul, the dark soul. Your ancestor claimed the dark soul and waited for fire to subside. Soon the flames did fade, and only dark remained. Thus began the age of men, the age of dark. However, Lord Gwyn trembled at the dark, clinging to his age of fire, and in dire fear of humans, and the Dark Lord who would one day be born amongst them. Lord Gwyn resisted the course of nature by sacrificing himself to link the fire.
So Frompt wants you to link the fire and extend the age of gods, but Darkstalker Koth here wants you to bring in the age of men, which is the age of dark. And there's some evidence that Darkstalker, Koth, and Frompt are two parts of the same being. Ah, thanks, Sydney.
And befriended Lord Gwyn, undead warrior. We stand at a crossroads. Only I know the truth about your fate. You must destroy the fading Lord Gwyn, who has coddled fire and resisted nature, and become the fourth Lord, so that you may usher in an age of dark.
So you can either extend the age of fire or usher in the age of dark.
Very well.
But as we'll see in Dark Souls 2, your choice ultimately doesn't matter because it's cyclical. As time passes and ages come and go, it cycles between ages of fire and dark. And it's not until Dark Souls 3 that you have the opportunity to actually break the cycle. The boss I just fought, the Four Kings, it's a little bit interesting. So they were the four kings who ruled over New Londo before it was flooded, and they received a fragment of Gwyn's soul when Gwyn sacrificed himself to link the flame. He gave part of his soul to the Four Kings, and part of his soul to Seath the Scaleless, a dragon we'll encounter later on. So you really have to do 2 boss fights to acquire Gwyn's complete soul. And now Frompt is not going to be happy that we talked to Koth. And now we can actually explore the other areas now that this has been the Lord Vessel's been placed. So there's 4 bosses you have to fight after Ornstein and Smough. If you place the Lord Vessel with Frampt, you can do the 4 in any order you want. However, since I was going to do it with Koth, it forced me to do the 4 Kings first, just to get this path.
Once the vessel is filled with souls, seek Grave Lord Nito, the Witch of Izalith, and the traitor Seath the Scaleless. Fill this vessel with their soup, then the gate will open, so that you may kill Gwyn. Are you Ben? Let us return to the abyss, and trust thine flesh to me.
Alright, can I level up? Let's see. Can do some more endurance. And I wonder if I'll die if I take off this ring. Okay, now that the 4 Kings are dead, I guess I don't need that ring on anymore. So I'll put this back. And I don't know if it's worth it to go back and talk to Ingward or not. Because his only benefit is if you bring him to Firelink Shrine, he can cure curses. And I'm probably not going to have to worry about curse until I fight Seath. Alright, so let's see. The next most logical thing is going to be Tomb of the Giants. I've already explored Tomb of the Giants partially when I went and got the stuff to kindle Firelink Shrine. Oh, you know what? No, it's so dark in here. I probably need to do something else, actually. Unless I want to carry on a lantern. How much humanity do I have? Okay, 22. Oh, I actually have enough to do something here. I need 30 to progress, 30 humanity to progress the covenant for the Daughter of Chaos. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can't talk to her unless I am wearing the old witch's ring. Okay, let me actually enter the covenant here. Oh, okay. That was worth it. I got a pyromancy out of that. All right, now let's get some humanity. I need 30 to get to rank 2. And the reason I'm doing this covenant and ranking it up is because it unlocks a shortcut to Lost Izalith, and if you take that shortcut, you can save Solaire's life. Because if you play through this game normally, Solaire goes hollow and you have to put him down. But this is a way you can save Solaire and actually have him help you during the final boss fight of the game. And not only can you save Solaire, but I can also get a source of light to help me in Tomb of the Giants. So as far as what's left in Dark Souls, it's I have 3 more Lord Souls to acquire, so 3 more boss fights. I'm still going to do the painted world of Ariamis, which is an optional area where you enter a painting and it's its own little world. And the DLC, of course. And if you thought the Taurus demons were bad in the beginning, there's like a bunch of them there. I won't deal with those guys until I get the orange charge ring. All right. Nice. Lost Izalith is, of course, named after the Witch of Izalith. Well, the Witch of Izalith is named after Lost Izalith, I guess. But it's the birthplace of demons in the world of Dark Souls. And demons were created from the Flame of Chaos, which was the Witch of Izalith's attempt to create a new First Flame. It was a failed attempt, and it went horribly wrong and turned her into the Bed of Chaos. It did not go well for her. That enemy won't respawn, by the way, so you only have to deal with him once. Walking across lava does a ridiculous amount of damage and kills you very quickly, but there is a ring you can acquire here that will make the damage a lot less and actually allow you to walk on lava pretty comfortably. Ah, there's another Taurus demon. Ooh, missed. So through this doorway is the normal route, but because I ranked up the Covenant, there's a shortcut I can access. And if you don't want to rank up the Covenant, I can actually show a different way to do this. So this is the door where if you're rank 2 with the Daughter of Chaos Covenant, you can unlock it but if you don't have that, you can use this pyromancy called Toxic Mist. Stand right here, spray Toxic Mist through the wall, and it'll kill the Sunlight Maggot on the other side. And killing the Sunlight Maggot is how you save Solaire. But I can unlock the door and just kill it that way. Now, I think that's it right there with the red eyes. Yep, Sunlight Maggot. So once you kill that thing, you no longer have to worry about Solaire. Assuming that you didn't progress the other way through Lost Izalith. So now no matter what you do, Solaire's fine. And I can wear that sunlight maggot as a helmet, and it'll give you a source of illumination to let you see in the Tomb of Giants. Oh, that barely did anything. Okay. Pyromancy, maybe? Okay, that's doing something. Oh, really? I almost had him too. That's fine. Saving Solaire was really what I came here for, and to get the sunlight maggot, so let's go to Tomb of the Giants. I had his health so low, and then he basically one-shot at me. Alright, so if I change this to Sunlight Maggot, it looks ridiculous, but I can see now. And you really want to be able to see in this place. And there's Patches.
Good day. You look reasonably safe.
He really hates clerics, so you want to make sure you answer no to this question.
Really? Then I don't know past 10. There's a fine stash of treasure right down that hole.
Sure there is.
Quick, that's now. I'll split it with you. In any case.
Patches is one of those characters who just appears in almost every Souls game. The only exceptions I know of are Sekiro and Dark Souls 2. So yeah. And he always likes to kick you off ledges in these games. He's basically the same character in every game he appears. And there's usually some sort of reward if you resist the temptation to kill Patches, as frustrating as he is. So yeah, I'm here in the Tomb of Giants, but I can see Lost Izalith from here, and at a certain point I'll be able to see Ash Lake from here as well. Alright, here's the person we met above ground in Firelink Shrine.
Oh, you. Thank goodness.
Her two bodyguards went hollow and turned on her.
Not far from here, they were once brave knights, my former escorts. Who would let such strong spirits be hollowed so? Heavens, is there nothing at all to be done?
Ooh. One down. That was easy. And yeah, as you can see from these skeletons, you have some sort of idea about what creatures might be encountered here.
You banished those two hollows, did you? It pains me to think of the trouble my failings have caused. I am certain that both Prince and Nico agree.
She will eventually go hollow too,
So very much. Here, these belong to you.
assuming she survives.
You deserve them more than I. I am certain that
All right. This area has some of the freakiest looking enemies in the game. Like this. It's time to get back and see Patches again. And yeah, obviously this is an illusory wall. Alright, which way is Patches? There's an ember you can get if you go down there. But yeah, the bonfire I came from is here. Okay, so Patches is this way. And again, the challenge in all these games is to resist the urge to kill Patches. He makes it really easy to hate him.
Well, let's just calm down. Talk about it. You're wrong, but I didn't mean it. These temptations. Well, overcome me. You know what I mean, don't you? Please, forgive me. You and me, we're jolly undead outcasts, aren't we?
Sure.
Oh, brilliant. A second chance. Wonderful. I had a feeling you'd understand. I did. But, if I were in your shoes, who knows what I'd have done. But now we're friends again. Eh?
Don't think you can trust that laugh. All right. We're off to find Nito. So, see if the Scaleless and the Four Kings got Gwen's soul, the soul of light. Nito has the soul of death. And he's called First of the Dead, so he's associated with, like, skeletons, zombies, stuff like that. Ugh. So Gwyneth's Soul of Light, Soul of Dark is obviously the Dark Souls, which is humanity. Soul of Life is the Witch of Izalith, and Soul of Death is Nito. Oh yeah, I see those glowing eyes there. Against the right enemies, Pyromancy is pretty good. Basically, no matter what your build is, I always recommend also investing in Pyromancy because it doesn't require stats. It doesn't scale with anything. All it scales with is the upgrade level of your Pyromancy flame. So any build can use Pyromancy. That's back to Pinwheel. Nito can be tough if you don't have a divine weapon. And And I don't have a divine weapon. I could probably, take the time to upgrade and invest in getting one, but it's probably not needed. If I kill him quickly, it won't be that big of a deal. Ah, yes, okay, this is the way. Oh, okay, these guys. These guys are the ones you don't want to run into in the dark. I hear footsteps. There we go. Black Knight. Ugh. Ooh, okay. Okay, this is bad. Come on, just one more hit. There we go. Oh. Yeah. I believe there's another bonfire around here somewhere. Just not sure where, but I do see it's safe to land here. Okay. Okay, there's something down there. It would be nice if I could find the other bonfire, so I don't have to go all the way here. Okay. Okay, I see a bonfire there. As always, the secret to finding things in these games is to look down. When in doubt, always look down. There we go. Now, do I have any humanity? That's the question. I don't think I do, since I used it all for Daughter of Chaos. Let's gonna try to kindle that bonfire. And yeah, there's one of those things above me. Try not to aggro it. Yeah, I see you there. And this is Ash Lake, by the way. You can see it from here. Which gives an idea of how deep we are. Oh, yeah. I would like to have more S's at this point, because when you enter the arena for Nito, there's some mandatory fall damage that you just can't avoid. There we go. And as you can tell from the narrow walkway, there's definitely going to be a trap. Gonna watch behind me. Yep. They enclose you on both sides. While there's archers shooting at you. Yeah. Oh no, oh no. Yeah, I'm just gonna run. Just run through here. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Okay. Ah, really? Come on. All right, 9 Estus Flask, and out the heal as soon as I enter, so that'll be 8 Estus Flask. Do I have a divine weapon? That's the thing. Let's see. If I have a divine weapon, I can at least make this somewhat easier. Any divine weapon at all? Even if it's not upgraded, I'll take it. Nope, nothing divine. Okay. That just means I'll have to be cautious here. And if I can't do it, I'll just go back to the blacksmith and get a divine weapon. And there's going to be small skeletons and big skeletons that come at you. If you stay in this area, the big skeletons won't approach you. It's just the small ones you have to worry about. Whoa, okay. Just came up out of the ground there. Toxic, really? Already? I didn't prepare for toxic. Okay. A divine weapon will definitely help here. All right. Undead Parish. All right.
Be careful.
All right. Reinforced weapon. Let's see. What should I use? Spear will be helpful, actually. I'll make a divine spear. Okay, modify. Divine winged spear. Ooh, but I also have a claymore and Zweihander. I do like a claymore. All right, it should be a divine claymore now. But do I have the large? I don't think I ever got. Oh, okay. I don't have green titanite shards, but that's fine. Divine claymore. I can probably work with that. Oh, no. I forgot you were there. And actually, can I just roll down? Nope. I thought I found the shortcut. Of course, Dark Souls wasn't going to make it that easy. Oh, you know what I actually need to do? If I rest at Firelink Shrine, I can get 20 Estus Flask now. And I'm gonna want all the Estus I can get, so we'll make that my resting place here. You can use humanity to kindle bonfires to make them give you more Estus. Currently, Firelink Shrine is the only one I have kindled all the way up to 20 Estus Flask. But since I can warp now, I don't need to kindle all the bonfires. I just need to go to Firelink Shrine, rest there, and then warp to wherever I want. Where's a safe place to drop down? Oh, okay. Didn't die. Yet. Didn't die yet. And if you're in human form, you actually get invaded in this area right here. As much as I like to run past everything, these pillars are going to make things difficult. Oof. Too bad there's no friendly fire. Oh, nice. Didn't get hit by those guys once. Alright, I'm going to rely on Pyromancy to damage Nito and use the Claymore for the skeletons. Alright. I wish I could upgrade the Claymore a little bit more, but don't have the Titanite for that. I really dislike mandatory fall damage, especially at the beginning of a boss fight. Alright, come on. Come on. Oh, this is hardly doing anything to these skeletons. The good news is it prevents them from resurrecting if you kill them with a divine weapon. Otherwise, they'll just come back endlessly. All right, nice. Okay. Cool, okay. And I don't want to head back because there's big skeletons back there. So I'm going to keep the fight in this area. And just use Pyromancy for this guy. He's going to explode. AoE. Okay, it could have been worse, actually. Okay, so the scream is what signals the sword attack. What? That's a huge AoE. All right, regular combustion. Got him. Second try's not bad. All right. I can go back to my preferred weapon here. So taking out the skeletons was definitely good. And yeah, now that Nito's dead, I can't advance Nito's Covenant anymore, but that's fine. All right, so let's go back to Daughter of Chaos. That's 2 Lord Souls down, 2 more to go. And I've been streaming for like an hour and I just beat 2 of the Lord Souls, so that's definitely some major progress here. So this time, I do want to get the orange charge ring, so I'm gonna just go through the normal path for the demon ruins. Because the orange chart ring will let me walk across lava without dying instantly. And I probably don't need this maggot on my head anymore. Let's see, 86 point. Oh, okay. I can actually probably wear heavy armor now that I upgraded my. Let's see, 108. No, okay. Still not enough for me to switch to heavier armor. Basically, you want to make sure, you want to check your status and make sure your equip load is less than 50% the maximum so that you don't heavy roll. Because if you're heavy rolling, you get hit by pretty much everything. Okay, let's do this. I guess great Chaos Fireball takes 2 slots. I'll stick with my regular Great Fireball then. I don't know if it's worth it to level up Attunement anymore for a 5th slot. And yeah, I'm just ignoring this guy. If I go that way, there's another Ember I can grab for creating Chaos Weapons, but I'm not going to use Chaos Weapons this playthrough. Okay, this is like the tutorial balls, except much harder. Because he does AoEs. Like that. Those AoEs are what get you here. Come on. And it takes so long to get up after you fall down. Okay. Nice. Is he stuck? Okay, he's stuck, but his weapon is not stuck. Okay, he's probably immune to fire damage, if I had to guess. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm tired of fighting the same boss over and over again, so I am gonna make this a little bit easier. Let's see, what's better here? Composite bow. Yeah. Actually, let me choose poison arrows. I don't know if you can be poisoned or not, but if he can be poisoned, it'll make his health go down faster. I see purple. Okay, he's been poisoned, I think. Maybe not. Large arrow. I don't care about fighting this guy honorably because you fight him 3 times in this game. Once was enough. Oh, okay. I wonder if headshots do any extra damage to him. Yeah, he's not doing anything to me right now. All right, about halfway done. And arrows are so cheap that this is a pretty economical way to kill a boss. And let's see, is he still ticking down from poison? Okay, maybe not. I thought he was poisoned, but maybe he's not. Some enemies are just immune to poison entirely. And I wouldn't be surprised if this one is. Okay, mostly dead. And this is a completely unupgraded bow, since I hardly ever use bows in this game. So I've had this, if this bow were max level, it would really be doing some damage. But yeah, this guy's AoEs can basically one-shot you. Not quite with the health I have, but it'll do a pretty good amount of damage, and it can stagger you so that by the time you stand back up, he's already doing another attack. Okay, so headshots do a little bit more damage here. Maybe. That was only 37. Oh, it looks like it's the top of his head that does the most. Nice. Not the most fun way to do it, but I don't want to deal with that guy. And I can unlock a shortcut back to the Daughter of Chaos. And actually, since I already opened up the path to Lost Izalith, I can save Solaire. Well, I've already saved Solaire, so I don't need the Daughter of Chaos anymore. I can get a pyromancy from her. All right, let's do this. So yeah, this elevator goes back to Daughter of Chaos. So pretty nice shortcut here. And I do want your pyromancy, so you have to go. Plus, she's also a firekeeper, so she'll give me a firekeeper soul. Whoa. All right, I get it. And since she was a firekeeper, her bonfire is now gone out. But it gave me a firekeeper soul. So I can't warp from that bonfire anymore, but I can still warp to it. And let's go ahead and upgrade my Estus Flask again. Nope, that was a mistake. All right. Yep, Firekeeper is absent, cannot light bonfire. I forgot what pyromancy she drops. Oh well. Oh, you know what? No, I think I already got the pyromancy when I ranked up in her covenant. But I still get the Firekeeper soul from her, so that's still worthwhile. I believe this is the Centipede Demon here, and if I were human, I could summon Solaire. I'll do it without Solaire. I think summoning Solaire helps with like lowering the faith requirement to join his covenant, but I'm not too interested in joining his covenant. I haven't leveled up faith at all, so I could be pretty far off from the requirement. But yeah, obviously the Centipede Demon is not going to be easy to fight in lava. So I'm going to stay near the edge. Wow, okay, I thought... Alright, it just damaged me right through the shield. Okay, I get it. Come on. Alright, it's just gonna be a cycle of getting hit with this thing. I see how it is. Alright, just let me lure it closer. While come on, get closer to me. So I don't have to go into the lava to fight you. Because this lava really does a lot of damage if you touch it. Okay. Really? Come on. Oh, what? Oh, okay. All right, it's out of the lava, so I can actually damage, well, I can try to damage it. No! Come on. All right, got some damage on it. Really? I'm kind of afraid to summon Solaire because he's just probably going to run out into the lava. But you know what? I'll try it. Reverse hollowing. Okay. Not sure where summon sign is. Okay, here it is. Solaris Covenant has the bright gold summon signs as opposed to the paler gold of all other summons. Alright, come on. Make it worthwhile. I was doing pretty good damage to Centipede Demon, but maybe splitting aggro will help because he was just so aggressive. I'm assuming that Pyromancy's not going to do anything to him, so I'm not even going to try it. Alright, Solaris, do not run into the lava. And trying to get hit. Ooh, nice. Okay, I think I cut one of his limbs off. And I got the orange shard ring. That's what I came here for. I didn't know you could actually cut off one of his limbs. I never tried that before. Oh no, he's gonna stay in the lava. Well, that's not good. I can't get to him there. Yeah, pretty much assuming that Pyromancy is worthless here. Come on. Almost got him. Okay. Solaris is actually worth it. That's awesome. Alright. And now that I have the orange shard ring, I'm not gonna like immediately die if I run across lava. And there's Solaire.
What?
Oops.
What?
Cool. All right. Lava ring equipped. Let's see. Okay, I can keep my bow equipped, I guess. The bow is going to help with the boss of this area. Yeah, it'll be basically impossible to get through this without the orange shard ring. So even if you take the shortcut, you pretty much have to fight that centipede demon if you want to survive this area. So this chest is a hint that there can be stuff in here, which helps to find an illusory wall later. Oh no, the dinosaur thing knows I'm here. Okay. Guess it's not that interested in chasing me. So because there was something in the other one, it's a hint that this is probably an illusory wall. And in fact, there's a bonfire here. All right, fireball time. And this guy is going to attack. Whoa! All right, you know what? No. I don't have time for that. Oh, because I'm human, so I get invaded plus at the fight the Pyromancer at the same time. If I was hollow, it would just be the Pyromancer. This is considered a pretty frustrating fight. It's a little bit different. It's more of like a platformer than actual combat. There's a little trick here. So I'm going to immediately quit the game. And it saves your progress. So when we destroy one part of this boss, you don't have to repeat that for subsequent attempts. So for the left one, I'm gonna stick to the wall as much as I can. Whoa, okay. I believe I can, this is probably good spot here. And let's see if I can just hit this bug with my arrows. Not sure where the bug is. Maybe towards the center of that. I have plenty of arrows. There we go. All right. Quit out again. And this last part is the hardest part. And I'm done with the bow for now. All right, here goes. Just have to run and do a little bit of a jump and hope I land on the platform. And unfortunately, that's not all of it. Run. It can do a fire attack that does a lot of damage, so I definitely want to be healed up for that. It can still attack you when you're here, so you gotta be fast. Nice. And that little bug was all there is left at the Bed of Chaos. So, it's been defeated. And you know what? Let me actually I'm gonna skip this bonfire. And I guess I don't need transient curses right now. I'm still human, so I'll probably get invaded by Kirk again. This is one of those enemy types where you're just like, why does this even exist? Because it's not like this enemy actually presents any sort of challenge. Same with that, really. The challenge is a narrow place you fight it, but if you have enough room to run around it. Where it gets dangerous is when it's in this poison swamp up ahead. Alright, I'm not sure what all this guy can do, so I'm gonna be cautious after last time. And I'll let him come here because if I go too far, I'll get invaded. And notice he's wearing the garb of one of the witches, the Daughters of Chaos. New pyromancy, okay. Nope. But I do see some paths down. Not sure what hit me. Oh. Let's see, this should be the Titanite demon. Yep, okay. So this is a shortcut path. Okay, don't want to go down there just yet. Okay, now that I have the path sort of cleared, and I know the way, I can progress Sigurd's quest. So it's best if I just take the shortcut to get to that place. Okay, and he's moved on. Nice. Oh, you know what? I could have actually warped to the Daughter of Chaos bonfire and just entered Blighttown that way. Oh well. This is fine too. Oh, okay. Whew. And if you're in the Forest Hunters Covenant, this guy appears.
Why you I'll end.
Ooh, that is lightning damage. Don't actually want any of these, it's just interesting.
I see. Susan.
And yeah, this is his bodyguard who has that like invisibility there. All right. So let's see, let's equip the poison resistance. Ooh, okay, that's a big soul. Okay. I need to have 3 of these things to give to Secret, so I can use one of them on myself. Oh, okay, there's... I forget his name. The Pyromancer guy. Who's gone hollow. Come on. There we go. Good thing I have one of the best fire resistance shields in the game. Bye, loser. Shouldn't have gone hollow. Really? Come on. Okay. That poison bite ring is probably the only reason I'm not poisoned right now. There he is. And I should also go find Quelana. All right. Come on. There. I don't have any more of the purple moss. I was trying to jump. There. These guys just never give up. Enough already. Whoa. How many of these things are there? All right. I think I see Quelana there. I'll probably get poisoned, but whatever. More of these things?
I could plead.
Nice.
Ah, very well. There is not our time to. Fool,
Wait, what'd you call me?
fool. Hurry along.
You call me a fool?
Farewell. My mother. My sisters. What have you done?
I got a pyromancy from her. All right. Let's see, attune magic and great chaos fireball. All right. Warp. I wish there was something closer to Lost Izalith here. It's been a while since I've repaired my equipment. I wouldn't be surprised if some of it's on the verge of breaking. These Capra demons are pretty easy when they're not in a narrow arena with two dogs with them. Nice. No damage. So the ember is that way. Wow, okay. And there's Solaire. Okay, he's fine. Even though it doesn't sound like it, this is his good ending. And there's an opportunity to see him again later. Wow, okay. All right, doing okay. I think this guy responds, so he can be a source of demon titanite. And there's Sigurd. So it's very easy to mess up his quest here. So it's very specific way you have to do things. And I have to make sure I do not kill this one completely. I wish you would come a little bit closer so he's in range. Not quite in range yet. Hello? Come on. You know what? Do it this way. All right, that's enough. You want Sigurd to help you, but survive.
No, you need not get to know. Friend, I will rush those dire feet. Please, friend, by the honor of the Knights of Katakra now, I go. Don't be slow.
Nice. Okay, I think this is the way to get his good ending. Oh no, there's more of them.
Well, I think, oh, don't you worry. I'll look up.
I'm not sure if I did that right or not. I kept calling him Siegward. His name's Siegmeyer. Siegward is Dark Souls 3. All right. Oh, you know what? I keep saying I need to repair my stuff. There. Now let's talk to him.
Me? I've scoured near and far. Where could she have gone? Milady. To think. I am. Oh.
He actually betrayed her. He set her up to die.
Oh.
And he actually will kill her if you don't deal with him.
By the lords! You damn fool! Enough of you!
Couldn't heal in time. It did. I'm pretty sure there's 7 Firekeeper souls in this game. I know I'm definitely missing out on Anastasia's because I brought her back to life instead of using it. Then there's the one in Orlando. So I'm missing some. Okay, I thought the lady was supposed to appear. Hopefully she's not dead already. That's a possibility, actually. Petrus could have killed her already. But either way, I mean, she's guaranteed to go hollow if she survives, so... There's not much variety when it comes to character endings in this game. They either die or go hollow, you know. So this key will let me re-enter the undead asylum. Specifically where I was imprisoned. And this is kind of like the Nito coffin thing where you curl up into a ball and then you just stay there for quite a while. And eventually something will happen. There we go. The bird's gonna take you back. These hollows with torches can actually do quite a bit of damage. Especially when they charge like that. And this thing right here, you can leave certain items and they'll give you something back in return. So, like, I'm gonna try dropping. Well, she hasn't said anything, so she probably won't want that.
No, that.
Okay. Maybe she doesn't say anything if it's good. I don't know. Let me try to pin it again. And then what you have to do is quit the game. Supposedly the pendant is completely useless, and I'll just sort of put in the game as a joke, but I'm testing that theory out.
Give me.
Oh, okay, so you can trade it for a souvenir of reprisal. Okay. I don't know what else I want to do right now. I don't remember what all you can get for what. It's best to avoid the center of the room here until you get to the bonfire. So yeah, it's obviously not stable. And yeah, that was a lot of mandatory fall damage. I'm not sure if the Silver Cat ring exists in this game. It might, I don't know. But I know in Dark Souls 2 and 3, there's a ring that like can negate a lot of the fall damage. Whoa! That was ridiculous. Like how? Too slow. Well. Titanite slab, that's pretty good. So yeah, this is the Undead Asylum where you start the game. But when I came here, it was not the Titanite slab, it's what's behind here. Ooh, okay. Did quite a bit of damage there. So if we go back to this cell, you can get a peculiar doll. And let's see, that'll be a key item. There was once an abomination who had no place in this world. She clutched this doll tightly and eventually was drawn into a cold and lonely painted world. So yeah, the painted world is a place we can actually enter. All right. Let's check out the Sunlight Altar again. This altar is in all 3 Dark Souls games and is broken in all 3 of them. Huh, maybe I can't interact with it. Okay, maybe I don't have the faith requirements. I'm not quite sure how it works. I think you need 25 faith, and I have nowhere near that. But every time you summon Solaire, I think it's supposed to lower the requirement a bit. Oh well. I'm not really interested in the Covenant. It'll just be cool to do. So the ring I got in the catacombs was the Dark Moon ring. Dark Moon Seance ring. And wearing it makes this disappear. Alright. I need to do it once. Actually, magic defense will help here.
This is the Tutanid. If thou art, hear the voice. O disciple of the dark sun, thou hast journeyed far. If thou shalt swear by the covenant, a shadow of Father Gwyn and a blade, that then I shall.
Sure. Did I get anything? Okay.
Very well. Hunted.
Okay, no reward yet. So it's time to do something about the illusion over Anor Londo. This sunlight is a false sunlight. And so all of Anor Londo is affected by an illusion created by the person we just spoke to, Gwendolyn. He's the one who maintains this illusion. And even she is an illusion. And to dispel the illusion, we can do this. Bye. She's long gone. She married some person and left.
I am Gwendolyn.
So she's long since departed from Anor Londo.
Thy transgression shall not go unpunished.
So this was a fake Guinevere. Guinevere is the daughter of Gwen, but she's not here in Anor Londo. Okay. So this is the true Anor Londo with the illusion gone. So let's go to this bonfire. The Firekeeper is gone, but that's because she's waiting. And it's time to go fight the Firekeeper and get her soul. Oh, I'm not sure this is gonna... I don't know if that thing's been turned. Okay, I just can't see in the dark, apparently. Yep, it was me. But how?
Is a threat.
Yep, I am. Let's go. Strengthen my Estus flask. Wait a minute. Okay. I think I missed the Firekeeper soul in Blighttown. But I can look for it off stream, I guess. All right. Now time to fight Gwendolyn. So Gwendolyn is male, but because of his birth sign, like the time of year he was born under the sign of the moon. So in their belief, the moon is associated with femininity, so he was raised as a girl by Gwen.
Heretic.
Which is ironic because he's giving you the illusion of a false son.
And now thou see fit to trample upon the tomb of the great Lord.
Yep. So obviously that covenant is broken.
I am the dark sun, Gwendolyn. Let the atonement for thy felonies commence.
So he's born under the sign of the moon, but he calls himself the Dark Sun. Yeah, this is a fight where you chase him down the hallway and he keeps retreating while attacking you. And okay, these beams can go through the pillars, but these small things cannot. Ooh. And despite how it may seem, come on. The hallway actually is not infinite. So if you keep the fight going long enough, he will eventually get to a dead end. And even though I have a shield up, it's better to avoid the arrows because they slow you down. Oh, okay, I got 3 hits that time. Nice.
Oh, heretic, swathed in dark, an eternal curse upon thee.
So, canonically, Gwendolyn doesn't truly die in this game. And that's because, we know that because in Dark Souls 3, he's consumed by Aldrich. Or technically before the events of Dark Souls 3, but at some point after the events of this game, he's eaten by someone named Aldrich. All right. Nothing there. All right, so that's quite a bit for today. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now. And then next stream of this game, I'll be doing the Painted World of Ariamis. And then, if time permits, probably Duke's Archives. But yeah, that'll be it for today. And I look forward to seeing people next stream.